All right, so just like it says in the title, let me tell you about the time I made over $50,000 in real estate in just a few days. Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're saying to yourself, man, this is clickbait. Ain't nobody made $50,000 unless they got a lot of money in real estate in only a couple days. So let me tell you what happened and my first experience with real estate. So check this out. In 2012, I stepped out, me and my wife, we bought our first house. So the scenario was we moved to Nashville so my wife could go to school. And my wife got pregnant. And we needed a bigger space. And so we were looking at apartments to move into. And I didn't feel right about it because the prices for the rents were, to me, seemed like a price I should be paying on a mortgage. And so with that, I just said, you know what? I'm going to just start searching the internet and see if I can find a way to get a mortgage. I really didn't know anything about real estate or how to buy a house. But I was like, I'm not paying this amount for rent when I could have a mortgage and be paying that same amount and own my house. So I found a company that worked with me. They were a realtor company, but they also had some really good connections with some private banks and just different banks. And so they put me in contact with the bank and got approved and start looking for a house. And we found our first house. And my wife was so nervous and scared because she knew that by 2016, we would be moving back to Oklahoma where we're from. And so I just knew that we needed to buy a house. It was right, but neither one of us again knew what it meant to buy a house. So we were kind of just stepping out, on faith. And God really showed us that this is the move that you need to make. And when we did it, we got in our first house, we paid $107,000. I think it was $107,500 for the house. It's a 4-bed, 1,600 square feet, 1.5 bath, 2-story. It was a nice house, especially for a starter home, and it had just been renovated. And so we were excited. We got in the house, loved it. We had our second daughter in that house. And around 2015, close to the end of 2015, I had been talking to just people around. It was like, oh, you live over there. It was like, your house has probably doubled in price. And I'm just thinking to myself, there's no way my house could double in price. I thought maybe if we sell, we might make, $10,000 or $15,000 maybe on a good side of things. But we put our house on the market, and within 3 days, we got multiple offers. And we accepted an offer that was $10,000 over our list price. We were asking for $165,000 on the house. And we got an offer for $175,000. And we were shocked. I was like, this just can't be for real. But after all was said and done and we closed, they wrote us a check for over $50,000. And I think that was the first time I'd ever gotten a check anywhere close to that. I'd never gotten a check that big or even close to being that big. And so in that moment, I knew, man, real estate is really a game changer, because that is a salary for some people, over $50,000 in one check. And I said, if I could just sell a house every year and make at least $50,000, I'd be doing really good. So that was my first taste of what real estate could do. And in upcoming videos, I'll tell you what we did with the money and how we turned that into more. And so, again, that was my first experience. If you're watching this and you've had your first experience, share with me down below. What was your first experience? How'd you get into real estate? Or if you're hesitant in getting in, ask some questions down below. I really want to hear from you. I really want to interact with you and hopefully talk you into getting into real estate, because it really is something that can really change your life. So again, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you have subscribed, leave me a comment, hit the like button, click the bell if you haven't, so you can be notified of the next time I make another video. But that was the time that I made over $50,000 in a few days.